Hello and welcome to the Penno channel. If you could subscribe, if you could like, and if you could drop a comment about what we're going to discuss today. So here we are, the final two badges. These are the final two concepts that season ticket holders have the opportunity to vote for before November the 8th. So if you're a season ticket holder, remember to vote. So you can either vote for option 1, option 2, and they've even left an option to vote for us to stick with the badge we currently have. Now, personally for me, out of the two options shown, so option 1's a circular badge and option 2 is a badge based on the gas lamp. I prefer the badge we currently have. I do really like the badge we currently have. Some people say there's too much blue on it. I don't agree with that. I do like the design. But here, out of these two, the one I would vote for is the circular badge. It's just tradition, isn't it? It holds a lot of tradition and it does look cleaner to me. There's a few details that I'm not too happy with on the circular badge. Firstly, it's the font. I just don't like the font whatsoever. It's quite close as well. It looks quite bunched up. It looks like quite mashed together. The font does in the circular section. It's not. There's not enough space in between that and then the second section where there's a lion and the star. With both badges, there's a star in both. There's the lion, but the badge and the lion and the star are matching in color on both. So on the circular badge, the lion and the star are claret, as you can see, and on the blue badge, on the gas lamp badge, the star and the lion are both blue. Now, the gas lamp badge, it's not for me, it's a no. It looks like a Pro Evolution badge. That's what it looks like. I've seen a few comments saying that on Twitter as well, and I agree. It looks like a Pro Evo 5, Pro Evo 6, big Adriano days. That's what that badge looks like. I do like the little detailing. There's a contrasting colouring claret on it, which I do like. But again, I don't like the font. The shape's a bit meh to me. It doesn't stand out. It's like a hexagonal shield sort of look. The circular just sticks out more. It's tradition. It's reminiscent of the 80s when we were actually decent. Um, so bringing back a bit of tradition is one thing I like, and I just like the design better. I think it's a lot better. I mean, you've got overlays of the claret on the blue trim. Um, the sizing as well. I prefer the sizing, I think, just on the circular one compared to the gas lamp one. The one thing they've got wrong on both badges, the designers, is the font. The font choice is poor, and then the font looks squished in onto both badges. There's not enough space in between the details of the lion and the star, and then the outer lines of the badge. It just looks really squished. It's not a good look. And then the 1874 here is measly. It just the squished, and then there's occupying too little space. I think they've just got the font in and the design and the font all wrong on these badges. But anyway, so let's have a look at the badges on kit concepts then. So here's kit concept 1. Now, looking here, the circular badge just sticks out. It just looks better to me. It looks better on the kit. The yellow trim looks a bit nicer with that on the circular badge than it does on the gas lamp badge. Also, the blue. So obviously, I think these badges are going to be on the next season's kit. So they're going to be 23-24 season. But the blue just looks nicer with the blue of the home kit and the blue of the away shirt. For me, I think the gas lamp, the blue looks a bit off. But obviously, they detailed the kits to match the badge colours, whichever one's selected going forward. But yeah, personally, the circular just stands out much better. It just looks a lot better in my eyes. But let me know in the comments what you think. What you think about that. We've got another kit concept here. So let's have a look at this one. Good old Jacob Ramsey in it. Again, the circular badge just looks so much cleaner. It looks so much nicer. The sizing, I think, I like the sizing of the line as well. The other one, it just looks a bit too big. With the blue as well, the sleeves on that, it just looks really good. And again, so here we've got some images that someone's drawn up where they've managed to Photoshop the badge against a scoreline against Everton. Good job of winning. Whoever's done that, well done. And also, if it was to be on a broadcaster, so BBC here, if it was on the final score or match of the day, how would it look? And again, this concept I think just looks far better. And I know one thing people are going to say: there's so many circular badges within the leagues now, and I agree there is, but there is for a reason. It's because it's a nice detail, it's a nice look, and it's easy. It's marketable as well. It's very marketable look. It's easily recognised, and I know it's circular, but the colours claret and blue are they stand out. So we're not going to be confused with any other teams that are claret and blue. It's going to be circular, and the colours are going to stand out. So that's what will make the badge stand out. And I saw a few concepts with both badges against the other 19, Premier League teams, and the badges still both stand out in that aspect. Especially the gas lamp one, obviously, because of the design. It's a rare design. I don't think it might be a one of a kind, a unique design, but the circular one still does stand out. So yeah, overall, I like the circular badge. I like the badge we currently have. I love this badge. I think it's really nice. Some people disagree. They say it's too much blue, but I really like this badge. It's a nice colour. And the font, I like the font on this one as well. It's better than those fonts. Those fonts to me they just lack detail. But yeah, so we've had the badge options. We get the opportunity to vote. But one thing I think that happened with these, they did the surveys a few months ago now for Villa fans to cast their votes on what they'd like on the badge, etc., etc. And on the announcement video, they've gone back to these polls that they did, and they've taken percentages of what fans have voted for and incorporated that into the design of the badge. Now, that might be a good thing for some, but for me, I think it's a bad thing. I think it limits the creative freedom that a designer has. It doesn't allow them to have just a creative license to design the badge differently. It really boxes them in, because I know a lot of people, a lot of friends, a lot of Villa supporters, they've all gone, yeah, circular badge, tradition, circular badge. But that means in these two options, 100% was going to be a circular badge, wasn't it? If they'd have done 4 or 5 options, done no polls, they would have had more artistic license. They could have gone more out there and then said, now you can vote for one badge from the 5. I think that would have been a much better approach, because it's not hard. Colours have got to be just bang on. You got to have a lion. You got to have a star to represent the European Cup, and then you've got to have the club name. If you have all of those things, I think you're onto a winner. And then you could have just had artistic license with how you wanted to do the concept of the badges and given 5 options, which then could have gone to a vote. But instead, no, they've just taken the initial poll and gone with the 2. But yeah, that's how it is. And one thing, I remember seeing this concept a few months ago as well, a fans concept. Shout out to whoever did it. I can't remember the name or what his Twitter handle was, but this was it. And when I first saw this, I thought, yeah, if we're going to have a new badge, this is the way to go. I mean, it's the detail, the trimming. The trimming is so good on this badge. How you've got, it looks like a white, or it could be just a blue, just the lighting outside. Then the yellow, the way the yellow trims with the blue, and then the claret as well. The detail just so good, and the way the 1874. See, that's the sizing that you want, and how it's split from the 1874 on either side of the badge. It just looks so good. It's impactful as well. It stands out. The yellow really brings out the badge, and you've still got your blue in there, and you've got the lion in the other direction, which a lot of people still wanted the new one to be. But yeah, having the lion and the star as well, contrasting colours, I really like that as well. I'm not too keen on similar colours. It just reduces the clarity of the badge, makes it look a bit plain. Whereas this was a beautiful badge. Whoever designed this, and I kind of wish this is what they'd gone for. I wish they'd listened to the fans, because I know the majority of fans were for it. So yeah, those are my opinions and thoughts on the new badges and new options. I like this one. I really like this one. But if I were to vote, which I have done, it's option 1. I did put on the voting option though. I would have been happy to keep this one. I still think this one's just as iconic, to be honest, and really recognisable, not just in the UK but internationally as well. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. What option have you voted for, season ticket holders? And then non-season ticket holders, what option would you have voted for if you had the opportunity? What do you prefer? Is it option 1, which was the circular one? Or was it option 2, which was the gas lamp one? So yeah, let me know your thoughts. If you like the video, if you could subscribe, that'd be great. I'm trying to get up to 100 subscribers. The content's going to keep coming. It's going to keep flowing. Match previews, just general discussions. I'd like to start getting people to come on as well, so we can just have chats, just talk about everything Villa, everything football as well, if you'd like to do that. So yeah, subscribe, comment, leave a comment on what decision you're going to make, and if you could like the video as well, because it gets more traction then and more people get to see it. Cheers, up the Villa, and hopefully we can get 3 points against Man U on Sunday.